Now at 4, frigid air and some lake effect snow in the forecast. Here is a live look over downtown Cleveland. And in just a moment, we'll talk about what we can expect tonight and why ODOT says this morning's commute was icy despite their best efforts.
Sentence commuted, the key player in the Cuyahoga County corruption case in 2012 is free this afternoon thanks to President Biden. In 8 minutes, why it happened now and what's next.
Plus, we are live at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History as it prepares to reopen to the public after a major renovation. Becky Kling will join us live from there in about 13 minutes with a preview.
Live from WKYC Studios, this is 3 News at 4 with Matt Rascone and Christy Paul.
And good afternoon. We begin with the weather and a bit of sunshine in some places today, but bitterly cold temperatures caused some major issues on the road this morning.
News 5 at 6 is sponsored by Franklin University. Franklin makes it possible for you to earn an affordable degree that fits your life.
In your community,
and following through on the stories that matter to you.
This is News 5 at 6. Horrific crimes committed by Father Robert McWilliams.
The Cleveland Catholic Diocese says it vetted him, but he was just a master of deception. It missed no red flags. Victims' advocates outraged.
And hard work is standing up there and saying, we screwed up and now we got to fix it.
Now new details emerge from the lead investigators speaking exclusively with News 5.
McWilliams was in a position where people trusted him.
Father Robert McWilliams from the Catholic Diocese of Cleveland, who committed child sex crimes from 2017 to 2019, was sentenced to life behind bars, then killed himself in a federal prison in 2022.
And it's real heavy snow, and the wind makes it even worse.
Another round of lake effect snow blasts western New York.
It was a little slushy. Had to drive real slow.
Incredible video of conditions in Genesee and Wyoming counties, plus the whiteout conditions in the South towns that forced some leaders to implement driving bans.
And when these storms come so fast and so hard, we're dealing with life and death situation.
We're amplifying the voices of neighbors snowed in and digging out.
Oh, I'm feeling cold, and good thing I got a snowblower.
7 News at 6 begins with the latest on this lake effect storm right now. The lake effect snow machine delivering yet another major storm to thousands of western New Yorkers today. And as we come on the air tonight, Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz has declared a state of emergency in the county, activating resources to help in the South towns, among the hardest hit communities here in our region. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us on this snowy night. This is the 3rd lake effect storm to blow through our region just within the last few weeks.
And before we get a check of your latest forecast from meteorologist Autumn Lewandowski, here is what we know about the conditions out there right now. Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz says 30 snow fighting vehicles are on their way to the town of Hamburg. That includes multiple high lifts and 20 dump trucks to help with snow removal there.
One of our veteran photographers called it the worst driving conditions that he has seen in 30 years in Buffalo. Heavy lake effect snow and high winds are creating a mess south of Buffalo tonight. We are bringing you the latest conditions and letting you know what to expect heading into tomorrow. Buffalo Nightly News starts right now.
Live from 2 on your side, this is Buffalo Nightly News with Mary Alice Demler.
Well, here we are, everybody. We are nearly 24 hours and counting of rough road conditions, snow, and high winds for many of you. And it will continue to be a rough go in the hours ahead. Here is a live look right now at the 90 in Blaisdell. Visibility still not great. Our weather impact alert continues this 7 o'clock hour. Let's turn to Storm Team 2 meteorologist Jennifer Stanonis. She has the latest on the conditions and what to expect tonight. Jen?
Mild temperatures persist, which means some mixed precipitation and some fog in spots.
Gary New Duluth Bake Sale serves up treats and supports youth and adults at their rec centers. Ready to hit the slopes? Mont de Lac and Chester Bowl kicked off their opening seasons.
This is Fox 21 News at 9.
Good evening. I'm Lucretia Free, and thank you for joining us on this Sunday. Rusty, we're going to turn to you so you can tell us a little bit about what's happening out there this morning. Sock down fog, icy conditions, crazy.
Yeah, well, you can thank the temperatures for that.
We'll show you a very special Christmas display this holiday season.
After years of hard work and dedication, we'll tell you how one local family is offering up a taste of Mexico at their new taqueria in West Fargo.
A destination that takes Duluth's history to new heights.
Live, KVRR Local News is on right now.
Thank you for joining us. Kelly Armstrong is now the 34th governor of North Dakota.
Are you ready for snow? We're getting our first taste of winter weather in Toronto and the GTA today. Good afternoon. The morning commute from the west side of the GTA into Toronto was impacted during the morning rush.
And more snow is expected throughout the day, with areas east of the city due to get between 5 and 10 centimeters.
And the rain is gone for now, but another round of showers moving in Monday night. I'll time that out for you coming up.
Shop local, save, and support a good cause. Hear from one local businesswoman who's using a local holiday shopping weekend to help give back to her community.
Live, local, late breaking. WVTM 13 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening. We begin with a live look over downtown Birmingham as the weekend comes to a close. The temperature right now over the city, 54 degrees. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Sherry Falk here with meteorologist Jordan West.
Weather in Indiana can change in an instant. Snowstorms, Arctic blast, ice. Indiana's seen it all. That's why for over 70 years, Hoosiers have trusted Wish TV Storm Track 8 weather team for the most reliable winter forecast to keep them safe.
We do have lake effect snow. A winter weather advisory for central Indiana.
From sunny days to flash freezes, our team keeps you informed through all kinds of weather so you can stay prepared. Watch the Storm Track 8 weather team, sponsored by Hensley Legal Group.
Next Weather is our commitment to have you ready for what's coming so that you can plan ahead.
Here's a look at what's next as we head through these next 12 hours.
Let's plan your day and talk about the winter weather moving back in.
We have this chance of a big, impactful snow and wind event.
Hour by hour tonight.
That's when those roads will be at their worst.
Significant snowfall headed our way. You want to make sure you're prepared.
It's going to be very slick on the road.
Let's get you out the door and talk about our next weather alert in effect.
Eric Fisher and Next Weather, keeping you prepared all winter on WBZ News.
From 15 News, this is breaking news.
We are following breaking news right now in the east side of Madison as police are responding along with the Dane County Sheriff's Office to a report of a school shooter at Madison Abundant Life Christian School. This school is on East Buckeye Road.
This all developing here in the last 15 to 20 minutes. We do have crews from 15 News who are on their way to the scene right now. Again, this is on Buckeye Road at Abundant Life Christian School on Madison's east side. So to walk through a little bit about what we know of this school. It is a K through 12 institution. Approximately 200 families go there. They have some 56 different churches within the Dane County area. But again, a lot of questions that we are working to find out as this is breaking now.
We continue our coverage in Madison on a tragic school shooting. Thank you for joining us. I am Shannon Sims.
And good evening. I'm Susan Kim. The gunfire killed one teenage student and a teacher. The shooter is also dead. Officers began responding to Abundant Life Christian School in Madison just before 11 o'clock this morning.
Thanks for staying up late with us. I'm Braden Tate.
And I'm Amber Noggle. Tonight, people in Madison are coming to grips with a deadly shooting at a school that left a teenage student and a teacher dead. Police say the shooter is also dead. At noon tonight, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes identified the shooter as 15-year-old Natalie Ruppnow, who went by Samantha.
This all happened just before 11 o'clock this morning at Abundant Life Christian School on Buckeye Road. It is on the east side of Madison between Stoughton Road and the interstate. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says when officers got there, they found multiple people had been shot. A teenage victim and a teacher died at the school. Barnes says the shooter died while being taken to the hospital. First responders also took 6 other people, including 5 students and 1 teacher, to hospitals in Madison. 2 of the students are in critical condition.
Today, around 10:57 a.m., our officers were responding to a call of an active shooter at the Abundant Life Christian School here in Madison. Today is a sad, sad day, not only for Madison, but for our entire country.
You always see it on TV that it happens somewhere else.
You know, with what's been going on the last couple years, that it was going to be a matter of time before this comes to Madison.
We know that at least 3 people have lost their lives, including a juvenile person. This is something that we all prepare for, but we hope we never have to do.
This is an incredibly sad day for our community. On behalf of the Common Council and the City of Madison staff, I want to offer our heartfelt condolences to the victims and families and to the whole Abundant Life community.
And welcome to News 3 Now at 10. We continue our coverage on today's tragic shooting at Abundant Life Christian School. At least 3 people are dead, including the shooter.
Madison police have released a timeline of this morning. At 10:57, a second grader called 911 to report an active shooter. In that moment, emergency response units were dispatched. 3 minutes later, at 11, a Dane County deputy was the first to arrive on scene, shortly followed by a Madison police officer. 5 minutes later, at 11:05, Madison police announced that the shooter was down. At that same time, Madison Fire Department was arriving on scene to render aid to the victims. Officers cleared the building at 11:14.
Leading the way with important local coverage. WISN 12 News at 10 starts right now.
Children run from a Madison school after the unimaginable.
Bro, there have been at least 50 cops.
Police swarmed the building after a student opened fire.
I heard gunshots and screaming, and it was all really scary.
A teacher and a student killed.
Angry, upset. Why?
6 others hurt. Frantic parents raced to the scene.
And I got in my car and I came to the road and it was crossed off.
The shooter identified as a 15-year-old female student.
Don't let that soak in for a minute. A second grade student called 911.
Officers with guns drawn at a home near the school. Now the search for answers.
12 News covering this tragedy live in Madison tonight with new information investigators just revealed.
Plus, the community coming together to help and to heal.
And the revelations about the school's security.
And these children are now the latest group of survivors of a school shooting. This time, unfortunately, in Madison, Wisconsin.
The police lights and the swarm of officers. The images help tell the story tonight.
But to see the real life impact of today's school shooting, look at the faces of the children. Students locked arm in arm, carrying each other to safety, fear on their faces as they load into Madison City's buses following the shooting. Families reunited after hours of waiting. Some students without their coats because there just wasn't time to grab them.
Tonight's the update from police. A teacher and a student killed. The suspected 15-year-old shooter also dead. 6 others injured in this incident. 12 News' Blake Eason is anchoring our live team coverage tonight from Madison. Blake.
Esto es Telemundo 3. Iniciamos.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas noches. Es un gusto acompañarle nuevamente allá en su casita. Les saludo Osvaldo Rivas. Vámonos rápidamente con la información.
Tonight on Nonstop Local, the search for a missing Montana woman is suspended, but police are still looking for information, how you can help. Plus,
you now need to do the right thing.
Deadline is here for the Yakima County coroner to resign. We break down the next steps being taken by the Yakima County Republican Party to recall Jim Curtis.
This is a Nonstop Local weather alert.
But first, our weather team is calling a Nonstop Local weather alert for more winter weather. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. At 11, I'm Ava Wainhouse and for Xander Adams. Let's get straight over to Chief Meteorologist Monty Webb. Monty, sounds like you're tracking some more snow and even freezing rain.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything, that wintry mix heading towards the upper Yakima Valley and eventually into the Kittitas Valley.
This is KHQ Nonstop Local at 11.
Developing tonight, Manitou Park's hosting its 5th annual holiday light show, but this year looks a little different than in years past and has some folks concerned over accessibility. Good evening. I'm Morgan Ashley. Nonstop Local's Ainsley Anderson was there tonight and has more for us on this story.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Happening now on Fox 17 News this morning, a man is being charged with murder in Clarksville. This is after a shooting yesterday. We're going to tell you what police have told us so far. Plus, a name has been released after a man was killed in Madison. We're going to tell you who authorities are looking for right now. And neighbors in the Gulch are very frustrated with one construction company in particular. We're going to tell you how they're planning to push back. Fox 17 News begins this Tuesday morning in a code red weather alert. This is because of the possibility of severe weather here in mid-December. And we've been telling people about this all the time.
From WAKA Channel 8, this is Action 8 News Rising. Now, Jerome Jones and Savannah Saab.
Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, December 17th, 5 a.m.
Hello, friends. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here for Action 8 News Rising.
We've got your headlines coming right up, but first, let's get a check on your morning forecast with meteorologist Christopher Mathis. Good morning, Christopher.
Hello, Jerome and Savannah.
WCCB News Rising at 6 starts now on Charlotte's CW.
This morning, parents and students remain on high alert after bullets go flying, hitting a school bus. What police are saying about the incident.
And dense fog advisory in effect through mid-morning. We're seeing a very foggy start across the area. I'll let you know where the worst spots are and when it will fully fade in your WeatherWise forecast.
And as more drone sightings are being reported, the FBI is issuing a warning to the public, why they say you shouldn't take action into your own hands.
We are just over a month until a potential TikTok ban goes into effect, why President-elect Donald Trump says he may reconsider it. Before TikTok was an app, it was the sound of an analog clock. 6:02 the time right now here on Rising, Tuesday, December 17th. The date, I'm Chris Gilmore, joined by Lauren McDonald and Chief Meteorologist Nicole Madden.
Right now it's 6 new details in the shooting at a Madison K-12 school, plus what we just learned about the shooter.
And Adam Fravel is sentenced to life in prison.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozorowski. Adam Fravel sat emotionless as the judge sentenced him today to life without parole.
Tonight, what we're learning about a pivotal meeting that led to the finance minister's stunning resignation.
Whatever happened, the culmination was that she was treated very abysmally.
A prime minister in crisis and under pressure to step down.
He's delusional if he thinks we can continue like this.
What sources say Trudeau told Freeland about who would be replacing her. The loonie drops below 70 cents U.S. for the first time in years. Why it could go even lower. And the new allegation against the alleged killer of a health insurance executive.
For the brazen, targeted, and premeditated shooting.
Why prosecutors say it's not just murder, it's an act of terrorism.
From CBC News, this is The National with Christine Barak.
Thanks for joining us. Adrian is away.
From legends to legacy, a historic DC skating rink made its mark.
They started some traditions that really have come a part of skate history in DC.
New efforts to keep that legacy alive. Friday at 6 a.m. on Get Up DC.
It's disgusting what's happening here, and the residents we're done.
Controversy in Claremont as city residents are unhappy with what city council's decision to ultimately oust the mayor-elect. We dig into the issues tonight.
And tonight, roads are a bit slippery here across North Iowa and southeast Minnesota because of the snow that's been moving through. That's going to clear out here for tonight, but I'm tracking another round of snow here by Thursday. We'll have that in the forecast.
Always will be the apple of my eye. Her name is Maddie.
Madeline Kingsbury's ex-partner Adam Fravel is sentenced to life in prison without parole for her murder. We're hearing from Kingsbury's family on the impact of today's proceedings.
KIMT News 3, coverage you can count on. This is KIMT News 3 at 10.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us for KIMT News 3 at 10 o'clock. I'm Cami Raisler.
You're watching Fox 12 Oregon.